Welcome to the Success Sensei podcast for anyone interested in success, happiness, and balance. We'll teach you how to be a black belt at life. And now, your host, former professional fighter, multiple world champion, entrepreneur, and investor, Robert Devane.
Bowing in. This is Robert Devane, the Success Sensei, helping you to win at life one kick and punch at a time. Episode 338. 23 reasons why you're pissed off today and can't explain why.
It's the Success Sensei podcast main event.
23 reasons why you're pissed off today and can't explain why. You know that feeling? Things aren't right. I guarantee you're sensing it at the moment, unless you have impervious and bulletproof positivity armor, whether that negativity is coming from inside you, whether it's coming from other people or circumstances. I guarantee you've felt it lately, because the fact of the matter is, globally, people are feeling pissed off and they can't explain why. Life is a struggle, and as humans we actually do like a little bit of struggle, but not too much. Once it crosses over that divide into the territory where it's not manageable and it's not good for our mental or physical health, and that's obviously too much struggle. We do like a bit of struggle to go towards something. We love achieving things, we like progressing. We actually do enjoy a manageable level of stress. We like just reaching and being able to catch on to what it is we're after. Obviously, if we're reaching and we can never catch what we're after, that's the struggle that we don't like. That's the stress that we don't like. Now, number one, I'm late with this episode, and number two, it's 23 reasons. Could have been a hell of a lot more. I actually reckon I could have gotten a book out of this, but you know what? I don't have the time. So I'm only scratching the surface. This could be deemed like, these 23 reasons are fairly negative reasons, but the whole point of it is if you can listen, and if you can identify any of them, and if you can positively fix, change, amend, restructure any of them, then you are winning. So it's a negative list that is for a positive reason, because diagnosis is 90% of the cure. You know, we're talking about why you're pissed off today and you can't explain why. As soon as I list the reasons, if you can identify with them, then you can explain why, and now suddenly you are able to reconfigure, refocus, or rethink about something, or just have a deeper thinking, a deeper thought process about what it is that's, negatively affecting you, whether you're doing it to yourself or whether it's coming from outside influences. It's not in any order either. As I said, I could have prepped for this episode for hours, and I didn't do that, and I don't think I need to do it to get to you the message that I'm trying to get across today. And that is, the more self-aware we are, the more we understand what is going on. A lot of people aren't talking. A lot of people are burying their head in the sand. A lot of people are keeping their issues to themselves. All of this transparency over mental health and talking to people, it's just simply not true. People aren't talking. People are trying to cope themselves. I mean, suicide is higher than it's ever been. Mental health is worse than it's ever been. So, people aren't talking. They're not admitting any of these issues to themselves, never mind anybody else. And as a collective, we are absolutely more pissed off than normal, more frustrated, more depressed, more sad, more lonely, more disconnected, more of a struggle, more stress, more anxiety. All of these things, very negative words, all of those, and we're all being affected by it. We can all, whether you're self-aware or not, we're sensing things, and we're sensing from others, we're sensing from society, we're sensing from new laws, new regulations, whatever's going on. There's not a day goes by that there's not something that's annoying you. So to wake up pissed off is absolutely understandable, but you do have a little bit more control than you think you have. You can't solve all of the issues of the world overnight, but you can absolutely manage how your emotions are going to respond to certain things. Let's get into this list. As I said, it's not in any order. If you can discount any of these, if any of these don't relate to you, you're already winning. And by the way, just a final note, there is strength in our unity. Like even as a collective, all of us saying, yeah, we're all experiencing these things, admitting it to ourselves and to others is part of the process of us getting on top of any of these issues, right? We're going to start off. I have different categories. All of this stuff is like a mind map I've written all over the sheet, all over a couple of sheets, in points again. So the statistics of me, the chances of me screwing this up and making a mess of this somewhere along the line and miscounting are actually very high, but sure, that adds to the entertainment value. If not to you, certainly to myself. Anyway, keep me guessing, keep me on my toes. Right. The first category I have was COVID. Number one, you have after effects of COVID restrictions. You were 2+ years being affected by COVID restrictions, and the after effects that you have are your mood, your emotions, your thoughts. Is that true to you? Is that relevant to you or not? Number two, you are still confused by COVID and the lockdown. I don't care which side you come from, whether you are very pro lockdown and vaccines or whether you are very anti lockdown or vaccines. I guarantee you are still confused by the whole process, and if you are willing to admit it yourself, I guarantee you have doubts coming from the opposite side, no matter how staunch you are in your belief one way or the other. So that was number two. Number three, we're moving on to financial category. This is a nice meaty category, and you'll absolutely relate to this. All of these, you are paying too much tax. I should have just leave that one there. Right. Number four, you aren't earning enough. You're not making enough money. Number five, if you are being squeezed by inflation. Does anyone think that that's not true and doesn't relate to them? Let me know. Number six, you've never fully recovered from the financial crash. Or, even if you see different people are different ages that are listening to this podcast, even if you weren't directly involved, you are still affected by the financial crash. Sure, it's impossible not to be affected by the financial crash, whether you lived through it or whether you were too young to experience it or not. You're still affected by it. Number seven, you are already in a recession, and you worry about a worse recession. My heart goes out to all my fellow business owners, small business owners especially. Right, we're moving on from financial. Did any of those relate to you? Absolutely they did. Of course they did. Right, we're moving on to war. I simply have it written as war. You are deeply saddened by the world being at war in various countries. And number 9, you worry about the potential threat of World War III. Those 2 points alone simply sum all of that up. We're moving on now to society and tech. So number 10, you feel disconnected and lonely. We can blame technology and adulthood and societal changes for all of those. Number 11, your attention span and focus have been reduced by devices. So hope I still have your attention. I'm only on number 11. There's another 12 left to go. Right, number 12. You are worried about the far right or the far left or both. 13. You worry about the educational system and especially the indoctrination of beliefs into that you don't believe in. Number 14. You worry about the future. specifically AI and how it relates to jobs, job security, safety, or breakdown of humanity. 15. Where is 15? Oh, yep, I'm back. I'm here. Your belief in each conspiracy loses you some faith in humanity. So each conspiracy that you believe in, whether that conspiracy is true or not is irrelevant. Each conspiracy that you believe in does lose you some faith, or a little bit of faith, or a lot of faith in humanity. 16. We've now moved on to a new category, and this is health. So this is another large category, the largest one of the lot, actually, believe it or not. Number 16. You struggle with your emotions and mental health. Number 17. You have physical ailments, injuries or illnesses. Number 18. You are not happy with your appearance. Number 19. You eat too many processed foods. Number 20. You don't drink enough water. Number 21. You have an addiction. Coffee, smoking, alcohol, gambling, whatever it may be. And 22. Your sleeping pattern is erratic. The last one, 23, you have low confidence and you worry about the health system. The fact that it's underfunded and the fact that it's hemorrhaging money. Oh, wow, 23 of those. Look, a lot more could have been listed. A lot more could have been said. Each one of those I could have broken down. Now here's the thing. Here is the thing. Each one can be written with a positive spin. Each one of those could be written as a goal. Each one could be restructured, managed, fixed. If any of them were restructured, managed, fixed in your life, then it's a massive win. You have two choices. You can realize that all this is going on, and you can dull yourself to the whole lot and just give up. Just try to coast, just try to get through it, just lose faith in everything, in yourself, in humanity, in the process, in getting ahead, in achieving, in having anything. Just give up. That it's always an option. That's an option there. Just give up. Don't do anything. Do nothing. It's not a great thought. It's not a great feeling even thinking about it, but it's absolutely an option, and it is what some people are choosing. Or the second option, keeping it extremely simple, the one that I'm trying to guide you to, is you can focus more. You can give up, or you can focus more. Now, I've kept simple, focus more. Oh, what the hell does that mean? Well, it means that you can focus more on yourself, on doing things that you want to do, on being happier, on the lifestyle that you want, on the people that you love, on how you want to spend each minute of the day, on how you can improve any of these areas to succeed and to keep succeeding. So you can give up, or you can focus more. It doesn't sound so hard, focus more. That's all you have to do. Just focus a bit more. Just constructively think your way through each one of these areas. You can't fix everything overnight. You're not expected to fix everything overnight. You're just expected to try to live as best you can, but that does take conscious thought. It does take more focus. What do you think? Which of these points stood out to you more? What points would you add? What ones did I not include? What did I forget? What solutions do you have? Are you feeling the frustration within yourself or from others? Are you feeling this darkness that has descended? Very timely expression, that, considering we've passed Halloween, we're going into winter, 3 months of darkness, depending on obviously where you live. But are you feeling something more? Are you feeling so many people saying to me they can't wait to get out of 2023? So was it, it's too early yet to be discussing the roundup of 2023, but the fact that people are even saying that, suggests that we are all way more empathic then people realize we're way more connected than people realize. And you think that it might just be you. You might think that you're crazy. It might just be you thinking a certain way. And the more you connect and unify with others, the more you realize, no, this is a mass consciousness. I think that's enough of the hippie talk for today. Thank you for listening. I'm Robert Devane, the Success Sensei. Life is a fight you can enjoy and win. Bowing out.
This has been the Success Sensei, fighting the winning fight. So add us, subscribe, like, and comment. Keep those hands up and keep moving forward.